I played. I fucking.
Not today though. Might have been yesterday.
Doesn't matter, mate. He switched PCs.
He switched PCs at some point. Something. Check his PC. Check his PC.
This one.
I take us away, mate. RAISY. Naki. What's the spawn?
All right, so I think it was the same spawn as he got last time. Actually, no, it wasn't, but he's still not going to be able to get the rail, which is really what you want on this map. You've got the tri-bolt, which can be a bit of a tri-bolt and MG, which can be like a little bit more of a... you can use it instead, and he's actually managed to get onto the rail. A bit sloppy by rapha to just let him get that as easy as what he did, and straight away hitting a rail. Would have been beautiful to hit that. Unfortunately, he didn't. He's going to be able to try to get over to the LG. But rapha's actually got him cut off, and this is good for rapha. The more time you take out of this now, even if you get railed.
Oh, he got stuck in the doorway. 4 HP. Rapha knows how low he got him, and movement error, maybe? Was there too much pressure from the LG pushback there?
I think maybe he could have waited until the red armor was actually up, but unfortunately he went a
What do
little
you think about the weapon selection? He had the rail gun out as rapha sort of pushed in.
It's okay, but you got to hit it.
You got to hit it, right.
Anyway, so it's a bad start for RAISY, and he's lost his gun straight away, and he's just sort of skulking around the bottom of the map. And really, rapha off to a good start, and that's what you want when you've already won the previously, and now you can put him under the pump straight away. So let's see.
I've seen this before. That's what rapha's thinking.
I like how rapha's playing this nice and slow, just making. Let's see if RAISY makes a mistake, which he hasn't. So he's played nice patience second life. It's really important now. So rapha probably looking to hook up here, or maybe thinks better of it and decides that he's just going to try and do some damage. Probably the wrong weapon choice out there.
Is he late to rail? Yeah, he's a little bit late to rail. RAISY gets it unchallenged for free. No damage done over it. Rapha knows obviously where he is right now because he can't. He would have heard the skateboard if he'd left.
That was like a CS:GO headshot.
Headshot? Yeah.
That was like one of Sightbuster's shots. Anyway, so he knows he's got him trapped.
RAISY's in trouble here. Oh, what a rail shot.
And he's a bit confused. Oh,
and another rail shot. And a third rail shot. What?
I think he might have been better off pushing him. He had already done the initial damage. He was weak. At least force him back up. But he went for the red and got railed 3 times for it.
Yeah, unchallenged as well. Yeah.
So and immediately let RAISY back in the map.
And RAISY's sort of playing around the rail right now because he knows that's where rapha wants to go first. Yep, here it is, the rail shot.
This is the thing, when when they haven't got guns, it's not so much the stack they don't have, it's the fact that you know that you have to go for weapons.
Yes, that's right.
Without weapons.
2 rails over rail, and rapha's surely got to back off here, railable again.
Nice rocket jump, he just needs to hit the shot before.
Oh, I think he... Oh no, rapha... Oh, he took the mega first. He took the mega first, I think.
No, that's fine, it's great item, Tommy. If he didn't take the mega, he was going to die.
He's hitting some good rails early though on this map.
Yeah, well, this is the key, is to hit your rails and then push in and get them when they're weak, because it's so easy to stack back up on this map if you don't get the kill straight away. So he's actually done well. He's missed a couple of crucial ways.
Yeah, but at least he's getting the shots off unreturned as well. Why isn't rapha firing back rails there?
Well, I'm assuming he doesn't have rail if that's the way that he was playing, so I could be wrong on that. But anyway, he's in a great spot. But the split between the 2 items makes it so it's really difficult to actually get the frag, which is the problem on this map. He's got him cornered, but it's a pretty strong position. Nice LG push. Would have been better with rockets. Anyway, nice rocket. Only 14 damage.
Not a mistiming here, maybe. Potential mistiming. I think RAISY thinks Mega's coming up.
Yeah, he's a bit confused, but he'll work it out. And the problem is sometimes when you get confused with an item is you get confused the next time as well. So he thinks it's probably...
Ooh, nice rail shot. That was a good rail shot, though.
That was important. It gives him some time so he can decide exactly what he wants to do. So let's see where he goes.
And if we're sure rapha doesn't have rail...
Oh, he's got it now.
Oh, he does have it now. Oh, nice rail shot from RAISY, though.
He is going to. Using that to keep him weak, but he should know that he's picked up Mega.
Yes.
rapha doing the right thing and not presenting. He presented a little bit, but not enough to really get the shot.
Do you like RAISY keeping the heavy up now? And it's obviously going to be offset now, a lot bigger than before.
Well, the offset doesn't matter so much as the actual looking for damage.
Looking for damage before you take it, right.
That was what he was really looking for.
Yes.
The bottom green, which unfortunately he wasn't able to do, but great push. He's actually going to push in with a shaft. Good
oh, and the hook didn't get rapha where he wanted to go. Oh, I think he hooked into the wall and got stuck on it.
And his rocket was a little bit lacking, and then he just managed to push in nice shaft. So he's feeling great. He should know that rapha potentially has the rail. I'm not actually sure if he does, but he was in that area with the Athena. He does have it. So he heard that shot. So that's really important for RAISY for information as well. Red armor's up in a second, and he's just going to go and get it. And then now he really needs to potentially slow down or look to try to trap rapha. So he's actually got him in a good
situation. Another opening rail. Great LG switch out.
Great shaft. Great opening rail, so important against the lights because you keep him so weak. So he's going to be in a situation where he's going to deny the rail.
You can see it's gone straight over to it.
Because unless he dies here, then he's going to be able to back off to get the mega. Unlucky that he had the shotgun out and didn't manage to do any damage. Maybe would have been better with the rocket.
He wants to deny this light. There he goes. And Mega is up, but he wants to challenge the heavy. He doesn't want to give rapha any inches here, and he will take a fire. And he's got the heavy to back off to.
Assumed that he'd actually picked up the mega already, so that was probably a misplay by RAISY because he let Rapha get item side, so that tells me that he thought that he'd already picked it up. So a little bit of a mistake, but hasn't.
Right.
Oh, great start.
5 minutes.
Oh, and Rapha's so weak.
No way.
Is he railable? I think he is. No, he's not railable. Okay, but he's definitely weak now, and a shotgun will do it.
This
And
is
he's
the thing with Sheena though. Any other character you can't get away.
yeah,
with.
right. And that's where you just hook up, hook away. Yeah, right.
And this is the thing. Where,
Get out of jail free card.
being a bit poor on the items so far, but let's see. I mean, he should work out that Mega's early, or right now. So he would have probably heard that. So now he'll at least have a good idea of when the items are. Let's switch over to Rapha to see what he's doing.
18% rail at the moment on Rapha. We're going to flick over to him now and see what he can do here. He's got a little bit of a stack going now.
He's in a good spot for damage here, but it's kind of hard when they are the lights. Even the rockets is not easy to hit. Bit of a cake with MG to start, but he's actually
nice.
gonna well, if you
And
hit
another
that-
rail
Yeah,
miss.
it's so crucial if you hit that rail.
How do you feel? 15% rail at the start of a game. How do you feel? Do you feel you got to now switch up into different weapons?
Nah, you play your game. And
Just
you
keep going
hit
for
from
it. Just keep going for it and
back yourself-
eventually hit.
Back your skill. You've got immense skill. Back it in. So anyway, it would have been nice to peek a little bit earlier than that. He's just waiting for this green armor, which has spawned now. He manages to get it. Oh,
RAISY comes up the jump pad. Nice shotgun or big shotgun. And RAISY has been hitting good shotgun this whole weekend.
Well, that's the thing about the lights is if you hit them with one big blast, they're weak, right? So it's just great. Oh, great position by Rapha to hit one rail. Needs another.
RAISY
go
Rapha
for the
finally
kill now.
connecting with 2 rails.
Rapha needs a kill, so that's probably not a bad opportunity to stick around. He's chosen to go for the items instead, but he really needs to get a kill in the next sort of minute and a half. It has got time, but you don't want it to get too far out of hand.
Can RAISY get on one of these lights? It looks like the top light might be the only one up at the moment. He's going for it now. Rapha knows, and he's swung straight over to cut off that little light. And he picked it up himself after he took splash, so
But
only
this is
one
the
light's
thing-
working.
This is the thing with
Big rocket
he
though.
hit it a bit much. Good movement to get out of there without taking a rail.
You think he shouldn't have looked for a shot on heavy there?
Maybe not. Because
Just take the light and back
He
off.
was never going to get it. So unless you pinned him with LG ridiculously, which against Athena is hard because they can hook out of it. So maybe that damage.
Oh, and RAISY's in a lot of trouble here. Rapha denies the light and then pushes aggressively with the hooks and mistake from
It wasn't great rockets. Like if you're gonna die like that, you really don't want to die clean.
do maximum
You
damage.
don't want to die clean like that. Good hook. He's pushing forward, so he just needs the. Rapha would love a frag. He's got him cornered. Should get the frag here. Great.
Oh my god, the shotgun from RAISY again.
That's the thing with the lights.
No stack to work with, and he hits 2 beautiful shotgun shots close range.
Usually when you get a frag against you like that, when you needed it to get back in the map, it's so hard to win.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is a great position for RAISY, even though maybe you could argue that he didn't really deserve that frag, but 2 big shots.
Rapha was playing really well on the lights for the last couple of minutes, and RAISY had nothing to work with. Little Hail Mary shotgun, unbelievable.
Well, you hit him with 2 big point blanks, and when you hit 100, 250 against the lights, they're just dead, right? So, a bit of a bad attack by RAISY. Don't know why he's pushing in there. Must have heard some bad sound cues. It's given Rapha a little chance in the map now again. I mean, 2 frags.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, maybe play a little bit slower. I don't know. Maybe he misheard him there, I think. So he's got all the weapons. He needs a little bit more LG ammo. But let's go back to RAISY to see how he can play out of control.
Go switch over to RAISY. Can you run with a lead? Minute 30, 2 frags.
You can.
Blood Cove.
You can.
He's got the inject.
Wouldn't
You
mind
see
seeing
Rapha knows where he is.
nice patience.
And RAISY knows, Rapha knows. Oh no, the movement caught on the wall.
Well, that's the problem when you haven't got the rocket launcher. You just can't really play super.
Can't rocket out of there, get out of there, yeah. And he hits the rail as well.
Rapha's surging hard.
Oh, he could have.
He comes back to try.
Do we get a chance here? Good rockets from RAISY, yep. Oh, nice play from Rapha. Yeah, nice play.
So he's going to push up, and wants to kill him now. Beautiful.
Oh, wow. 1 minute left, and Rapha's just caught RAISY out. I think
1 minute warning.
So hard to win from here, but
Yeah.
Rapha knows the timing on Mega. Obviously a great timer of items, so he's going up a little bit early, but he's in a good spot. As long as he doesn't get railed here, he's just going to try and slow down, I think. Because if you could challenge the red and he gets it and does damage, should just kill him here. Good hook to actually get red side, so now no matter
that
what,
rail might have done it.
so now no matter what happens, he's going to get the red armor. Whereas if he stayed in the fight and didn't get the kill by caking rockets, then he'd be in a bad situation. I like that he's pushing forward to bully him away from the Mega. You don't necessarily need to.
RAISY's only got 30 seconds to work with here. He's got got to do something. He's going to get this mega for sure, but
Rapha took a bit much damage from that rocket there. So
he's just getting out of here, you reckon?
It's pushable now.
Oh, he saw that the mega was up. He's actually gone for it instead. Nice LG. The mega spawns for RAISY. Risky play from Rapha. Unbelievable. That rocket nearly clipped his ears.
And this is the problem with when you challenge and you don't get the item there, then you enable him to keep...
Well, he saw Anarchy on the bottom floor, so he thought he could swing up and take the mega and definitely win that fight. And
he tried to kill him with the LG before he got the...
We got 5 seconds though. It's not going to mean anything. RAISY did find him. Oh my god! Where did that come from?
It was great movement to get there in time. Wow.
What? And this all comes from that mega play there. Why did Rapha decide to hook up there? He had the game run. He had the game won.
I didn't mind pushing in for the LG damage, but maybe back off afterwards. But anyway, we'll have to keep going. So RAISY in the ascendancy.
Oh, and the rockets from Rapha. RAISY's in control. He doesn't want to lose position on the mega. Will Rapha go up the jump pad? No, but he's knocked him down. He didn't know that. He didn't know that he knocked him down there.
Right, Rapha needs to get over to the railgun, but it's going to be very difficult. RAISY, nice position. Unfortunately, dropped down for the green armor.
Oh, here he comes, RAISY. He's going to use LG. He's going to have Devi to fall back onto, but he doesn't get it.
That weak. That weak to use machine gun. Love to know how much health he had.
I think he ended up with about 60 HP, maybe.
It needed to be rail. I think it needed to be rail.
Yeah, it needed to be rail.
So it was a... it just turned into a bit of a...
Scrappy end, didn't it?
Scrappy end.
Well,
but
so Rapha saw that Anarchy was on the ground floor, and he thought, I can just hook straight up and take the mega. And then RAISY come up the jump pad. The second he made that decision, RAISY was already coming up the jump pad, clipped the ledge, took the mega during mid-fire.
The problem though is
and then hit some good rockets.
The rocket launcher, obviously, if you're hitting, it's the strongest weapon.
Yes.
The anti-aim and what have you is great on it.
Yep.
So he hit those three. Rapha was lucky to survive that because that rocket landed like
It clipped his ear, didn't it?
Was almost like a bad. He almost shot like a bad rocket, like an over-predicted.
It was splash, yeah.
Like got so over-predicted that the hook. It actually made it so that the hook. It almost hit him on the hook.
Right.
So like he had 10 health and he managed to hook away from the wall and it didn't kill him.
Yeah.
And then after that, then that was probably Rapha. I mean, it was RAISY's map to begin with.
Yeah.
He should never have lost probably from the situation that he was in. Then it was Rapha's map.
He got
then
caught.
It was RAISY's map.
He got caught
Then
in
it
the
was
blood
Rapha's
pool.
map.
Yeah, that's right. He got caught in the blood pool and around shotgun a couple of times there. Do you think that's not a good defensive position for an Anarchy to be?
Well, the problem is down there against Athena, she can always get close to you because she hooks at you.
Yes.
Right? And so when you're at that bottom green armor, it's all right. But the problem is with the greens is you're only 75, 125. You're not strong. So one rocket, which Rapha did have great patience to sneak all the way around. And that's a lot of new players can learn a lot from that. That imagine if he was running or jumping around, the opponent just goes the other way. So even in control, in a trap, have a lot of patience like what he had to walk all the way around.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy could get lucky and, well, not get lucky, but like slowly work.
Choose the right side, yeah. Choose the other side.
Maybe it would have been his only chance there if RAISY actually had just chose one way. Like, I don't mind to... The problem is...
Instead, he sat there waiting for a sound cue, didn't he?
That's right. But the sound cue was never coming.
Yeah, it was never coming.
But the fact that the sound cue never came for so long maybe sometimes indicates that he...
Tells you that he's walking. Yeah, so you've got to guess a side.
Or just jiggle.
Yes, yeah, there you go.
Unfortunately, he sort of waited there, which... I mean, it could be a situation where Rapha's just waiting there, but he doesn't want items to spawn, right? Because if Red's up and Meg is up, then RAISY's going to get one if he gets away. So the onus is on Rapha there to actually get the kill in that situation, to actually force the issue. So maybe he should know that he is actually walking there, but yeah, I mean, crappy game, but you know, Rapha is going to take that and he's going to feel great.
Feeling great, do you reckon, or feeling a bit of pressure?
Well, when
that last time they played,
you'd lost the map and you won the map. If you can't win that map,
it wasn't yours, but then you still won.
That's right.
I say, yeah, it wasn't yours to win, but then
get out of jail free card.
Yeah, you got gifted that one.
When you get a gift like that, or
yes,
jail free card.
Yes, yes.
Bad on.
Yeah, good. 1-0 up in the grand final. KUACHICON 2022, Melbourne, Australian land. This is the last match, potentially one best of 5 left if Rapha continues on. And we're going to see the exact same matchup we saw earlier today on stream, BJ versus Ranger. And we thought Ranger would have a clear-cut advantage, but RAISY definitely did play the BJ well. He had his moments.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last game was a bit scrappy, so let's see how this game goes as well. I think the Ranger pick is...
Rapha?
Yeah, why not? Let's see what he's got.
Okay.
I think the Ranger is just a bit stronger against all the mediums. This is strongest medium.
Strongest medium?
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Frog and Peak is not too bad, but yeah. Let's see what he does. So going for rocket launcher as you would expect. Didn't go for the other green armor. Just happy to take a split control and not get to a 175. But that's okay because he can always get to earlier on the weapons a bit now. Maybe even deny rail, which I don't think he's been able to do. Got the tri-bolt, which is important on this map as well. And great rail by
Cheeky
RAISY.
rail.
Thought better of going for the peak from the shotgun. If he was fast, he could have got there, but Rapha was faster, so it wasn't going to work. And this is where it can be so hard, and you can quite often, as Rapha's situation here, push the issue a little bit after you got the initial damage, but it wasn't quite a lot, so you've got to be a bit careful. See, now he's out positioning himself where RAISY was actually in the better position. And this is what happens when you do the initial damage and then think you're going to get a little bit greedy, and then, you out position yourself, and on land Quake, position can sometimes mean a lot more than stack. And great use of the dual wield, and Rapha's now dead.
Yeah, too much pressure. Rockets himself there, and RAISY just pushing him with the double LG, and most likely going to gift him the heavy if Rapha doesn't try to hit a rail over it. You can see him down there at rail.
Well, he wasted it's worth noting he wasted his orb in that fight.
Oh, I didn't even see. Wow,
No,
okay,
I
right.
didn't.
And he is nearly back up, though.
Great rocket. Oh, big shot.
Oh, big shotty.
And that's the crucial thing, like in this game, is if you're hitting your 125s, you just die when you didn't expect to die. And that's a good use.
That's the first aggressive orb we've seen.
You could have switched to shotgun, but to make sure of it with the orb is great as well, because then you keep your stack. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't have changed anything because the 2 health bubbles are there, but that's a great opportunity to use it to get cleaner frags. And
we didn't see that from Rapha last time on this map. He kept using it positionally, and now we've just seen an aggressive orb, exactly what we wanted to see.
Oh, look at that shaft from a weird angle. Certain players can do that sort of thing where even if they're falling or like they're pushing full steam ahead, they can hit you with insane shaft, and RAISY is one of them.
He's one of those players, yeah. That was one of the things that Dan said actually about RAISY. He can hit a lot of damage mid-air, being knocked around, as an Athena hooking around. He's very good at it.
That's right. As he won't come through the teleporter surely, so it's a good opportunity for RAISY to do some damage. We didn't get it.
Here he goes. He's dropped straight on him. What a read. Hits the rocket rail. It's going to give him the heavy. Wants the rail kill. That was pretty class. He didn't take much damage.
And this is perfect. 5 seconds still.
And he's still got his dual wield.
It's actually good by Rapha not to actually go for this mega, but he's caught in no man's land a bit. Any damage he can get now is perfect for RAISY. And wastes the orb maybe. Got away though, so he's just going to make sure that he's...
Oh, big first rocket.
Beautiful. But get a bit of it. And this is the problem with a BJ sometimes, is you do get too committed to the wrong weapon.
Oh, Rapha would have loved to hit that rail before dying.
But he did duke a bit of damage out, so he's not like got an overwhelming stack anymore.
And Rapha's attacking this.
I don't mind that bullying off. Oh, but crucial rail. So now he can't really attack this mega, and if he does, he's going to die. Even though he has
still here, another rail. One more will do it.
Switch off. Beautiful. You could... Great rocket. That's beautiful play.
Great weapon selection from RAISY.
Yeah, Rapha, he tested it. Sometimes you're better off not testing, and he did, and RAISY's got a great lead.
But RAISY misses a rail there. That whole fight looks different.
That's right, but the thing is, he had the position to hit the rail, so I think it was great. It was great play.
Yep.
So now he's in a great position to red. Would have been nice to deny a little bit more weapons and do a little bit of chip damage, but he didn't manage to do anything. Enabled Rapha.
Rapha's still pushing the pace. He's down 3 frags.
Well, he's trying to delay him so that he can defend the mega, but I don't think he's delayed him by enough. So that means he's just going to
double BJ. Orb comes out. Orb on top of him. Great little switch around, and I think maybe poor weapon selection from RAISY there.
From below, sometimes I think he thought that he was going to walk towards him, and sometimes it can be a little glitchy, that fight, trying to get rockets up there. It's not very easy. Maybe sticking with
sometimes you can make rockets work, sometimes it's got to be LG.
That's right. So it was a little bit unfortunate that his rocket didn't get up there. Probably shaft would have been better. Great tri-bolt though.
Lots of pressure here from Rapha. He's going to have the mega to back off onto now. And RAISY's trying to do any damage, but actually he's probably going to help Rapha take the light away from him. So don't know if that was beneficial damage from RAISY, and his heavy, obviously RAISY cannot show up at all, and Rapha knows that, so he's trying to look for free damage.
Crucial. If he hit that, he could almost dropped, but unfortunately not. Now he can't, and it's back to sort of even control, which is not what Rapha wanted, because you want to get...
Oh, he just looked away.
That was like CSGO timing. He faked the rocket jump, which I don't mind, but it's not. I don't think it's going to... Oh, it did actually...
Well, it did force him down, yeah.
That was a good fake rocket jump. Unfortunately, probably rockets is not the right weapon there. It's just going to take a little bit to get there. See if you can. Good rocket jump. You've got to use the orb. Beautiful. And that's exactly how you should be using it. That's perfect usage. Where you just literally destroy the guy. He thought he had a chance. He didn't, and you destroy him. Unfortunately, lost position with Mega due to the spawn. Just got to make sure he can defend the red. But even if he can't, it's not the end of the world.
I was going to say, I don't think he can. I think he's got to play around his orb ability.
This is great discipline play. I mean, most average players would try to contest that red.
Huge shot.
Would have been nice to see a little bit more damage with rockets, but a lot of average players, they could test that red, and you just really shouldn't. Take your 50-50. Yeah, you want to force the issue because you are behind, but you don't need to. And I think that was great discipline play. Good try, Bolt. Got information of where he is. Peeking in with the rockets is sometimes.
He ate a lot of lightning gun damage showing for that try bolt though.
That should make so RAISY can't push through. It's important that he hit that. Sometimes the panic rocket like that, because he was a little bit panicked, pressured for him to come through the teleporter,
yes,
but managed to get it off, so that was great.
And Rapha, now with the orb, RAISY knows that, has to respect that. Oh, would have loved that rail. Both players there just missing just by a little bit. Will he come through the portal? He's thinking about it. There he goes. He waited for the timing.
Shotgun, probably not the right weapon. He thinks he's a little bit lower, but he's going to get it anyway. Can't run.
Yeah, but RAISY, he had to just jump straight for it.
Yeah, he had to chance his arm or try to hit massive damage, which he didn't do either. So now he's in a bad spot. Rapha would be well off. Oh, great catch.
Oh, nice rail.
Could have used the orb there, didn't. He wanted to maintain his position, which I don't mind as well because the red armor is coming, even though it's green. Could use orb here. It's decided against it. If they don't have rockets, sometimes it's not too bad. But let's see what he does. It's going to be an awkward fight here. If he gets hit with a rail there, he can.
Yeah, this is very scary for Rapha actually.
This is perfect. This is great discipline. Wait for the Mega to spawn.
Oh, he did get hit though with the rail.
But he knew that.
But he had the timing. Yeah, he had the.
Players, they'll
show too early. They show too early. Yes. Yeah.
Great discipline play. Rocket jump and then orb, maybe. Yeah, beautiful. And that's how you use it. You just rape him with it.
He did not do that at all on the first map, though. The first time these guys played.
That's beautiful.
He must have watched the VOD.
That's exactly how to use it.
It is an adjustment he has made this map, so both players have made their adjustments. I think the double BJ's not been bad from RAISY as well, so
nice by Rapha. Knowing off spawn, he's got an opportunity for damage. Beautiful tri-bolt. Even if he'd only got 21 damage, he did get the info of where he is, so he knows that he's got rail. He knows exactly where he's going. RAISY doing the right thing, just trying to get top mid and try to play defensive. So he's in middle mid, which is not the strongest position, but he hears Rapha, so he should be actually be able to
Rapha doesn't want to commit too hard for this without an orb. Here's the double BJ to defend him. Hasn't hit a lot of damage though early with the double BJ. And RAISY makes the jump.
Yeah, very risky against a full stack. If he was a little weaker, it's not too bad to do that because if you hit a rail or some LG, he's got to back away. But Rapha's full stack, so his position is going to be king because he has so much stack that you can't bully away, even with 2 LGs.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, would have been a great.
I was about to say, you should see an orb.
Well, he's not. Yeah, not an orb. Cake shotties, but he got there in the end. So he just needs to be careful of the LG push. And
it is coming in. No.
It's rockets.
Okay.
Good by RAISY to get through. As long as he gets through the teleporter.
RAISY is taking top position on Mega though. Yeah, no orbs. So I think RAISY's definitely playing around the orb. Okay, I'm strong here if he doesn't have the orbs, you know. Rapha respecting him. 2 minutes left, 2 frags. Orbs back up, BJ's up.
Down. Just be careful with not taking any rails now. If you take 1 rail, then as Rapha, you're in such a bad position. So I like the way he's camping. Just wants to work out when red is, so you know the opponent's pathing for the next 30 seconds or so, which is important. So good hold off with the LG. Didn't quite do any damage, but he's just keeping him slow. He knows exactly where he is. So this is great. So he's trying to delay him for the Mega, and I think he's done enough, especially with that tri-bot.
Oh, he does need a rail though.
He's got an opportunity, but it's so hard with the Mega already spawned. So great position by Rapha. He just needs to get out of here without taking damage. He's cornered now. Well, good use of the orb, I guess, in a way. He would have liked more of a shotgun. Didn't get it.
And RAISY just trying to stack up on the lights here. Does pop the double BJ. Will he push in hard? Double.
Oh, great.
Huge LG.
Be careful of him at the rail now, and then just play the game slow from now, and you're in a great spot. You know he has to come to LG now, so push him and just smash him with rockets. This is a great opportunity.
Yeah, all he's got is the rail gun.
Yeah, beautiful. And that was perfect. And that's the thing with when you're ahead and you know that they're forced into doing plays that is bad, like go for the LG there, but in that situation he has no choice. So yeah, that was well played actually. He used the orb well that map. He couldn't knock it. It was
a lot less scrappy than the first time they played.
That was better
earlier today. Yeah, lots more better orbs out of aggressive orbs out of Rapha.
Yeah, that's what I think. In my experience. you should be with it.
Yes.
You find when they're using it to reposition, Ranger actually just vanilla is actually
That
not
even though
that
RAISY, I would say RAISY played a little bit better than last time on Vale, Rapha played a lot better. I felt like that game, the aggressive orbs just changed. He got 2 or 3 frags with aggressive orbs, so
No, that was well played.
yeah, a lot better. And we're 2-0. Rapha he's literally on map point now. Needs one more map championship point.
The thing is, it's like
But we've got a reverse of the CK game we saw.
I think the Gleaner is definitely better than Death Knight on this map, I would say. But let's see. I mean, the thing is, when you're up against the wall now, because even if you win the next three maps reverse sweep, which is so rare anyway, you've got to you're still not won. You still got to win
the best of 5. Yeah.
So this is crazy. Like, it's going to be difficult. But I want to see some more games. I think 3-0 is a bit always 3-0 in a final.
Disappointing.
Well, it's not disappointing.
How did you feel about the AFL grand final then?
Oh, I didn't watch it because I was going for the pot.
But you saw the score though, didn't you?
Yeah,
it's tough.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's disappointing, isn't it?
I mean, I don't like the Cats, but I don't like Sydney either, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're just getting a restart in before the last map. It is FraZe casting Metalona. And thanks for everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the stream number is.
Oh, it was huge, bro. Yeah, it was really, really big for, it was a really good turnout, honestly. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and even for those watching or there's a couple of people like Cypher and Zron rebroadcasting as well. Like, doing like LAN party, doing Russian streams as well. So thanks to everyone for, being here with us. Honestly, it's, we haven't had an Australian LAN in a few years. It's a massive prize pool again, thanks to Quachi and Artisan for putting the prize pool up. And thanks to the whole Quachi Cups team for putting everything together.
Camma and I was talking about the tournament beforehand, saying Rapha is going to be hard to beat because even by his own admission, he would say at the Quake World Championship, he had a poor showing. Fifth sticks for a player his caliber, he's championship player, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Anything less than, first and maybe second if he had a bad final or something. But he's like Tiger Woods in the sense that first is awesome and second sucks.
Yep.
So second is the first of the losers, So if you're not winning, you might.
Historically, Rapha versus RAISY has gone towards Rapha. He's had a lot of wins over RAISY, and they've played a lot in grand finals historically in Quake Champions. So what does RAISY got to do? Just win.
There's not a lot he can do.
I
mean, it'd be a great comeback from here to get it into the next series and to win the actual final. Wow, it's such a long road from here.
Yeah, it's a big long road.
I mean, the thing is, you can't say he hasn't had his chances. He has, but he hasn't come up big in the clutch moments. When I think at the Quake World Championship tournament, Rapha in the big moments was failing. He wasn't coming up big like with a rocket that knocks it away.
So RAISY did beat him there 3-2.
Yeah.
Very close games though. All the games were 1 to 2 frags.
I'm just talking in general for his.
In general.
He didn't show in the big moments where it's like games on the line to go big. He didn't do that. And he would have been disappointed by that, of course. So I thought that he would come back hard and win this tournament.
Yeah, right. You saw the redemption story, did you?
It's not as sweet as winning the other tournament, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But, to beat RAISY, I mean, if you can beat RAISY in the final, then you're there or thereabouts.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right.
I mean, Kilson beat RAISY 4-3 in the final with a map in hand. So,
yeah, that's right. The map in hand advantage.
So, you can say that, like, if you can beat RAISY, then you can claim to be, like, right there, right? So, Rapha would already know that he's right there. He's been there for 15 years.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
it's no joke winning the Australian LAN. Not with the turnout we had.
Especially the beatdown he gave me. That's a beatdown I haven't.
I think he's beat down. Did he? Rapha played. What else did he play? He played Stage in the groups. He played Dave.
Upper
bracket. 3-2 that game.
He played.
And he played everyone but Dan, I think.
Played Camma as well.
Did he play Camma? Right. Yeah. So he's beat down all the Australians.
Oh yeah, but he's class above. Of course.
Yeah, class above.
Class above.
Okay.
It's professional versus amateur.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming down, both of them, and Chain as well.
Yeah, it's a
Big
great to have
flight, Dave, come down as well.
Few guys. I mean, it adds a bit of spice, especially because a lot of the guys who've never been to international lands before, they never seen.
They never seen him. Yeah, they never met him. Yeah, and Rapha was taking photos with people as well. So yeah,
it's just us guys, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's great to see the guys that are at the very pinnacle.
Yeah, it's good.
It's definitely good for their development if they want to get better at the game. Or
yeah, for sure. Well, like you said, a few textbook games we saw today.
Let's see. Hopefully, we can get a textbook game out of RAISY.
Here's his chance. Last map if Rapha wins.
All right,
and
so
we'll follow Rapha off the start.
Good spawn for Rapha. I like the spawn so you can push the rocket launcher. You got to be careful if they do push in hard, because if they actually push in hard, they can get there beforehand, but he actually didn't. He's not gone for the rocket launcher. Wanted a little bit of chip damage. Maybe go back for the heavy machine gun is good as well, but I like the way that RAISY's playing it. Nice and defensive. Just work out where your opponent is, because you don't have the weapons when you spawn there. Beautiful by Rapha to come and
First
that
totem
trap down.
cleared.
Really like that. And
No fireball?
he probably wanted to get another shotgun off, but I mean the fireball would have been good in between.
To weave in, yeah, weave in between.
Just look, he's a little bit scared, so he's just happy for a trade, which he's managed.
Does it slow down the shotgun reload at all? If you do that?
I think a little
bit,
I think
yeah.
a little bit, but it's worth it.
It's still worth it.
It probably would have been better off using shaft anyway, but I think he couldn't believe his eyes when he come up to the top.
Yeah, that's right. Is this a gift?
Yeah, he's just getting gifts. Yeah,
Meant to be.
Got to be careful of getting tally fragged if he peeks over too aggressively. So he's actually just going to... Unfortunately, it's one of those situations where if you pushed hard, you
You
might
saw
be able to
another
get
totem.
damage.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he didn't. So he's just going to try and delay the mega. If RAISY's fast here, he can go and do some damage.
Oh. Raisy's going to know he hasn't taken mega yet. Maybe? No.
He knows now, so he's got the good idea of the items now, whereas I think Rapha may be a little confused with the red. I'm not sure if he heard that, but either way, he knows he can't really get the next one anyway. So great position by RAISY. Go for damage, then get red. So
Now he heard the red, definitely.
even if you take a little bit of damage, then you can then, you know, because if you pick it up and you're on 150, you only get 25 armor. So if you do 100 damage and you get 100, then you're in a much better
You're
position.
maximizing the
You're
efficiency
maximizing
of the heavy, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting 100 armor out of it rather than... So this is great play and great LG. Push him around the corner. And now RAISY's also stuck. He's actually got a bit
Still
more...
no fireball.
He's got more health than what Rapha will think. So there's actually a situation here where I think RAISY could almost get this frag if Rapha gets a bit too greedy and tries to push. So he's actually played it smart.
Backed off to the heavy.
Yeah, he could have got more damage, but he didn't want to lose position for the next mega. So now he's been able to get red and come back for mega in time.
Here's the fireball, whiffs, but doesn't need to.
Well, it was perfect to use it in between the reloads, so he had a chance for damage or instantly kill him, but he didn't need it, and he did well. So this is perfect why Rapha went from the red fast rather than getting stuck down at that LG. So he had a great opportunity there. So that was perfect. It's really smart to do that sort of thing as well, knowing that, yeah, you got a guy pinned and you think you want to kill him, but if you let the item spawn, then you lose track. Unless you kill him, which you may not, he's going to be in a great position. So it was perfectly played. Unfortunately, he didn't manage to get any spawn pressure, so he's actually sort of back to even stacks. So he's got to actually be careful. He has got position for mega here, and it's going to be hard for RAISY to push in. RAISY could test it, and this is where RAISY just
97
can't do
rocket, 97.
He should probably know walking around he's not getting mega. So you got to know you cannot take damage because now the red armor becomes attackable. So let's see if Rapha decides to pull the trigger. Looks like he's going to. He's actually going to push in.
He sees him there.
And this is the thing. If RAISY never took that 100 damage, he could fight for this, but he can't now. So he's got to be careful now and run on away. If he goes through that jump pad, perfect rocket jump. Oh, use the shaft. Oh, great use of the fireball.
Nice. He did get a good use out of the fireball.
But this is where Rapha will want to do some spawn control. RAISY's got to play patient. Now, you don't want to give Rapha another gift. Don't give him another gift because it's so hard to chase as a thing.
Rapha's hitting some really nice rockets at the moment, though.
And this is where RAISY's got to be very careful. He's probably better off attacking this mega hard because I think Rapha doesn't know that... RAISY doesn't know that Rapha... Well, I think he thought that he was going to push in hard, but he actually didn't. So he's in a great spot now. He's just got to play slow. I think Rapha should slow the game down a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't think the mega's still up. He should know that it's not. He should know by the fact that it's no, he doesn't. So maybe he doesn't. He should know that it's
little timing mistake here from Rapha. He thinks the mega's soon, but
not really one that he can take advantage of unless he gets out position for red, which I think it's
RAISY's got the time on it. We'll see what he does here.
It's going to be a split item situation anyway, so there wasn't much he can do. So it enabled RAISY to get the red instead of the mega. And when your opponent's got the red before, you don't want them to get the mega because then they get up to like a double overstack rather than just one. Where if they're consistently getting red.
RAISY a little bit slow to trade HMD damage there as well. Rapha got nice HMG on him there. Two totems up. Still going to be a while for a third, and Rapha did hear him throw that one down, so he instantly clears it. Probably just a split on the items. RAISY really wants to slide. rapha with a nice pin. That's great damage.
But unfortunately, he can't get the red, so it really isn't that meaningful damage because he was going to be 100 anyway. So rapha should be careful that he's not. He should know that he's not as weak as what he may think. So he's just got to be a little careful.
Oh, great rocket.
Shotty is all right. Rockets is LG was fine as well, but he should know where he is roughly. He's got him trapped now, so he's in a great spot. Even flame one way and go the other way.
Boys, these 2 totems. This is going to be a 2-for-1 deal, and that's just set RAISY back so much.
But he got the mega out of it, so it's not the end of the world. And that's the thing when there's split items like that. It's so hard to actually get the next frag unless you do a big balls play, you know. So this is great position. Oh, shotgun is an interesting weapon. It's great.
Fireball not bad again actually. Tick damage is going to send him low. Actually, he might die.
Oh, he's on fire again. That's the reason. See, I think RAISY thought he was a bit stronger than what he actually was. Maybe he should have just turned around and just killed him. But yeah, it's just a bit panicked, I think. So you got to be careful with him pushing. And this is where rapha should know that he needs a frag soon. Because if you let it get back to an even game, then you're in trouble. So he should know that RAISY's pushing, which he is. He's so weak, but he's going to be able to get.
He's going to get the mega. Oh, yes.
rapha just
nice try bolt,
which I don't mind as well. Great try.
Nice try bolt again.
No damage on that. It's a bit robbery. Anyways, got to be careful because RAISY, he knows RAISY's going to push as much damage as what he can, but RAISY does get the frag.
rapha was even ready for that with the plasma and still died.
Game management says that he has to push, right?
Yes.
And this is the problem with rapha. He needs to slow it down.
Exactly. We're back at 4-2 now, and now he's got a breather, a little bit more time to work with because he's got that frag. So
the thing is, you got to be careful. There's 5 minutes left. Just play tight.
Slow it down.
Hard. But now it's only 2 frags. Great.
Okay.
Oh,
not bad fireball use, and I don't like RAISY showing there.
Well, I think he probably.
There's nothing else he could do.
He probably feel like he got robbed a bit there. Whenever they charge you with one gun push in this game, it's always a bit tilting. But it was
the fireball. That's the gun.
Yeah, that's right. He got 2 guns. Great shaft by rapha. And if you can get one more frag here, then it's just so hard to win. So RAISY needs to be careful. There's only 3 frags, but in this map, it can be hard, especially these 2 champions, to actually rack up frags at this level because they're not really going to push off spawn too much to gift you frags to challenge. Good shotgun use. RAISY really needs to get the mega if he pushed down, but he was on fire, so he chose not to. So hard for RAISY now because he's trapped and cornered. He's probably going to take more damage. He actually doesn't.
rapha's not going to let him go here. rapha's just getting so much more value out of the fireballs than what RAISY was.
Well, RAISY looks a bit flustered to me. The way that he's jumping around the map, being caught in that same situation there like 3 or 4 times, maybe he would have been better off standing still a little bit more.
Last map, back against the wall. 3 minutes, you're 4 frags down. You got to send it.
Right,
Can't just go passive here. Yeah, I know. There's not anything to work with.
The situation is this is where you go. This is where you become very obvious in your attacks. Like
yes, like now.
That's right. It's very obvious. So I don't know about going for the green, but well, with fire, it's actually great because you know even if the shotty doesn't kill him, the fire will. So that's perfect. And if you get one more frag here, like if he kills him here, then it's over. And even every little bit of damage just makes it so hard for RAISY right now. And just getting the red is perfect. Don't actually let him ever have the chance to kill you.
Oh,
mega.
The LG just pushed him into the right.
And he has to push, and you're probably going to kill him here. And that's a good game. So
yeah, it's looking very, very dire right now for RAISY.
And if he can't even kill him for that.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Rapha's ready. Oh, the totem frag though. I mean, at least it takes away his guns, but no time to work with.
It actually gives him stack though.
I think RAISY knows. Yeah, GG, well played.
So rapha is our champion. I think that was expected.
Huge game.
rapha or RAISY to be the champ, but yeah, that's yeah. I mean,
rapha looking good. Yeah, 3-0, 3-0. Well, against RAISY anyway. So
that was it was great. Congratulations.
He is your KUACHICON 2022 champion. We can do an interview if he really wants to come in and sit down with us. Do you want to interview him?
I can.
Yeah? Okay, I'll go get him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I can do it.
Praise them.
So
Have to wear. It's gonna wait for
yeah.
the stream.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. Tell me when we're ready. Are we ready?
Test 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we are? Okay. So start by saying congratulations from everyone at the Australian Quake community. Thanks for coming out here. You know, I know it's a long way to come, but it's great to, you know, get a victory, especially in your first tournament here, or any tournament. So tell us about your matches against RAISY. Did you think it was going to be 3-0, or what were you thinking going into it?
No. Every time we play, you just have to take it one map at a time. As you can see, especially from the first game, like how close it came down to at the end. And even in the set before, like there are multiple games where, even like on Veil, where if the frags were a couple at the end, it was really neck and neck all the way through, up until like, you know, one small little breaking point. Best? Okay, sorry, my feed cut out real quick. No, just I always like playing RAISY. I think, you know, as far as like one of the best Quake players you have to think of in all time, because with the way that Quake Champions is, and it, you know, requires you to be really, really good at all of the movements from all the Quakes, and especially that he didn't really play Quake Live too much. And
I think that's the impressive thing about it as well.
Yeah, and he was more of a Counter-Strike guy. And for him to have done what he's done, you know, before the QPL started, when we had round duels, and then the QPL once once time limit, you know, phased that out. I just think it's really impressive. I know that he's been wanting that victory for so long, but eventually it will come, because the guy puts in the work, and yeah, hats off to him. It's always a really nice game to play. I mean, even when I lost him at the QPL finals in the, what was it, the lower quarters or something, like that set was so fun to me. Everything was so close, and it's kind of like, it reminds me of how Cypher and I used to play, to where like we have to play a little different every time that we play each other and have to bring something new to the table. And yeah, I'm really glad to be able to walk away with the victory, because you know, I know how good he is, and you can't take your chances for granted.
Yeah, 100%. And I guess for you, it must be sort of not so much vindication, but like really great that you come off probably what is a poor performance by your standard at the World Championship, and then to come here and get immediate sort of, or not revenge as such, but immediate sort of success. Even the tournament is not as big as that tournament, but you know, it must feel great to then come back and then be feeling the game and play against a top player and be able to beat him.
Yeah, I mean, I think, to be honest, I've been in this like kind of shape for the last, you know, year and a half, 2 years. This has never left. It's just, you know, due to random stuff sometimes, not able to like output the way that I want to play, the way the game, I feel like the game should be played every time. And so sometimes it is very tough to adapt, like when it doesn't feel the same. And you know, dude, some of these guys, they're just on sometimes. And when they're on, and you know, you're not able to really find your stride, it's really tough to get those victories. I mean, even the first map, I only had 28% rail to whatever his was, and it was really, really difficult compared to the first, you know, matchup we had earlier in today. Just, you know, give and take with games, and you know, just how I can perform. And yeah, but I'm just really appreciative of this tournament. Really thankful that KUACHI put this on. I never thought that I would, you know, be coming to Australia. So the fact that, you know, we had a tournament where, you know, it was worth it to be able to come, and you know, to be able to practice and play with all of your guys' scene, and not only that, but give like the newcomers in the Australian scene a chance to like test their mettle. I really like for like a minor tournament, so to speak. I really like the format yesterday, where, you know, all these young guys and, you know, people that are coming back to playing got to play like 7 matches yesterday. So it's not just, you know, you go to a LAN and it was one and done for that. You know, it makes more sense for QPL to be like, you know, we've already played a season, so double a limb once we're there is totally fine. But for something like this, I think a good like group stage like that for seeding, or just group stages in general, and then and then into, you know, playoffs, I think is good for up and coming people. Gives them more reps, because seriously, when you play at LAN, you really learn how the game is supposed to be played. And even when you go back and you have to like play online, you get so much better.
Yeah, 100%.
You do.
And I think it's great.
And look, to the victor goes the spoils.
Thanks, guys.
Well played, man. Seriously. To travel and get the win, just
Thanks. Obviously, dude, big congrats on third place. Really tight match.
Too, but you were just too sharp today. And truly one of the greatest players of all time.
Thank you.
Sorry, Raymond.
But carrying on from what we were talking about, and great trophy. Got to lift it for the
Lift a
crowd.
little bit higher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
give it a kiss.
Oh, this
Go
is
on,
like
give it a
made
kiss.
of marble too.
Give it a
This is
kiss.
nice.
I think it is great for the guys here that have never. Some of them have never been to lands, and some of them have been to lands, but never international lands. So they've never seen professional players. They've only seen the top Aussie guys, which is a bit different. So I think that's great for them as well. So tell us about what your plans for the future are in the immediate term, or even the medium term over the next 3 to 6 months. Have you got any plans, or are you just going to keep streaming and playing?
I mean, I'll keep streaming here and there. But I'm kind of waiting, on the Iron Fist announcement. They made the announcement of the announcement again. So, it's supposed to happen sometime this year. So I'll obviously not just like totally step away from the game for a bit. I'll keep playing. Because I've noticed like as I've gotten older, I can't take as much time away from the game. The best way to put it is like when you come back then, let's say like after taking 2 weeks off, the game speed feels so fast. Like
Oh,
your
man,
mind,
reflexes.
your mind is like not like processing everything like on instinct anymore, and so you realize wow how fast the game is until you got to put in the reps again, and then your mind you're not having to think about as much. And so yeah, so if I just take less time off and I just play here and there to just stay stable and then ramp up the practice, whenever Iron Fist happens, then it'll be just fine. So. That's probably what I'll do. So you guys will still see me streaming, Quake here or there. I'll practice when I can, versus the Americas guys or the EU guys. Sorry, the ping is a little too high for us.
Yeah, I know.
So, but yeah, and then I'll just do some other casual stuff, and yeah, and we'll see what happens from there.
Any sort of final words? Any thanks to anyone that you've helped you out to get here, or anything like that?
Well, yeah, obviously, huge thank you to Team Liquid and Alienware for helping to send me on this trip. I really wasn't sure I was going to be able to go. I was like kind of last minute on the visa acceptance, and really glad that they wanted to send me out, and really appreciate it. Thanks Kawachi again for hosting the tournament. This has been awesome. Potential once in a lifetime opportunity for me to be here, and just
It was in Melbourne.
yeah, just all my friends and family. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. My wonderful girlfriend. Thank you so much for all the support. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. And then just it's been great to see you guys. It's been a long time
It has
for
been,
quite a few,
yeah.
and
I think it was last time I saw you would have been 5 or 6 years ago.
a little bit.
Yeah. We've both got less hair than before.
Yeah. But yeah, this weekend was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully another one in the future.
All right. Well, I guess I'll finish it up by saying congratulations again, and
Thanks again, FraZe.
enjoy your victory.